And a happy, merry, holly, jolly Vlogmas to you all. Today I'm actually finally home with my wife. Not that I don't, miss Disney World a little bit. Not that much, But it's nice to be home and doing our vlogs from home. So tonight we want to talk first about the things that you have in your house that you don't exactly know why. Oh. And I'm gonna, go ahead. What do you want to say?
I just said, well, we know why we have them in our house.
No, we don't. I mean, we may have, some of them may have stories. Some of them may have no stories, as you'll find out. But the fact is, you can buy better looking stuff than some of the things we have.
You can be much more curated in your Christmas decorating than we are.
Oh, you can be far more curated. But that's not what we're all about. We're about just have stuff we like, stuff we found, stuff we got at Disney.
Well, that's really what our house looks like year round. Most everything that we have in our home are things that matter to us because we've been there, we've visited there, we've been on a concert or been to a concert or been on a trip or some sort of memory that we have from something that we've done. Well, like I said, we're not a super decorated, curated home to begin with, but Christmas is the same for us. It's pieces that mean something to us because of some sort of special memory.
All right, so let's take a look at some of these things.
Okay.
Okay with that?
I'm good with that.
She's good with that. There's two pieces of decor here at Hollywood Studios that I just go, huh? I mean, I assume there's a purpose, but it looks like something, honestly, I would have in my house because my grandmother had it in her house and she didn't know why she had it in her house either. Right? There's just three little girls. Maybe these are the Andrews sisters. I don't know. But I'm just saying, I got some things in my house that I have only because specifically I've had them forever. And another example here at Hollywood Studios of things I just don't understand are these dogs. They look like something I swear my grandmother would have had on her table set out. And a story that's too coincidental to even imagine. Two folks came up and were talking about how they had seen this before, these exact things, and they were pin cushions. And she had gotten it for her mom when she was a kid, or sometime in her life anyways. And that is just too amazing. I don't know how to explain how cool it is that I heard that story. But that's the reason why we have things like this in our house, right? Because we've seen them, we've gotten them over time, and you just don't want to get rid of them. Santa Claus, that we actually were on a podcast last year, and this was described as creepy Santa Claus. Why do you think it's creepy?
I don't know why we considered him to be creepy Santa for all of these years. I think it started with my daughter calling it creepy, creepy Santa.
Is there anything creepy about? Look at his face. That face is not creepy.
His face is not creepy. His little mittens are a little creepy, and the fact that he doesn't sit well has always made him a little creepier.
Doesn't sit well, that is true. It's one of the few artifacts I remember from my childhood. My grandmother had this in her house, and then we got it. So it's 50, 60, 70 years old. And it's one of those things I destroyed when I was a child and pulled off one of the feet, and my dad had to repair it. He wasn't happy with that.
I can imagine.
Well, I have some fun memories from childhood and Christmas. My mother could not wait for a present. One year she got glass doves for a present, and my dad had to just give it to her because she almost broke them. And of course, my favorite memory from Christmas is my dad told me what my mom was getting, and my mom beat it out of me. Oh, wait, why am I doing this like this?
We love tradition. We love things that are from our families and that have been handed down and that have been passed down. And so our Christmas tree is not your typical really beautifully decorated from Balsam Hill Hallmark
Not
Christmas
uniformly decorated.
kind of tree at all with all the little things. Our Christmas tree is very much ornaments from places we've traveled and ornaments from our childhood or from our daughter's childhood. And so it's just a very tradition tree for us. And so there's a few ornaments on here that are our favorite Christmas ornaments. And they're not that special for anyone else. And most people probably wouldn't even like them, but they're special to us because they're from our family. And so the first one that we always have to put is Lewis's little Snoopy dog.
Why does Snoopy have red ears? I have no idea.
I keep telling him I think personally it's just a dog and not Snoopy, but he feels very adamant that it's Snoopy.
I have done some searches and there are sets of these with the red ears. I've never once known why. But Snoopy with red ears still is far more sensical than whatever this is supposed to be.
He's a pine cone snowman, and I wish I had a story to go with him. The little pine cone snowman and my little pine cone gnome were both ornaments from my family tree growing up that honestly my parents don't remember where they came from or why they were there, but they were just my two favorite ornaments when I was growing up. I loved putting them on the tree. I loved looking at them. I just thought they were special. And I sort of, so the story of these are just that they're special to me. And my mom was very glad to get them off of her tree and give them to me because she never really cared for them. And so I don't exactly know the history, but I love them. So they're part of our tree as well.
So basically this is a little more of a lack of taste than some sort of deep, meaningful story.
They were just my favorite ornaments on our tree as I was growing up. So that's why they're important to me, just like your Snoopy dog is important to you.
I think this would be more like the case of things that are more important to me for this. We have these bears, 3 little bears. There, you've got the double-sided. You got the back and the front. Classy. That we had on our tree as a kid, because there were 3 of us. And, you know, my dad probably did actually look like that. Without, maybe with a little less smile at times. And my mom never was a baker. If anybody was making food, he would be making the food. But had those on our tree, no idea why. All right, so hopefully you've enjoyed the little glimpse into our
Insanity.
Weird stuff we have for Christmas. It's probably not as weird as some of the stuff you have in your houses or stuff you eat. Maybe we'll talk about food later in another episode. All right, we good?
We're good.
It's good to be back. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. So I'm sitting here at the grocery store doing weekly grocery shopping, and I saw these things, and I'm thinking, you know, 1 year, 10 years, 20 years from now, some of these are going to be trash. And some of them, despite, you know, being, who knows, little plastic trees or Santa ho 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 dancing around, they're going to be someone's cherished thing. Like, you know, where did we get the little, I bet someone made this in China, possibly, but let's see. This will be edit time to edit. It's made in China. But people will look at it and go, I bet I got that at something, and there'll be some story behind it. And really, it's just, you know, something somebody saw and go, ooh, it's cute. All right. I really hope, though, it didn't turn out to be those, because as cute as they are, I just can't see that, you know, lasting forever. Maybe the little penguin there. Maybe. Little fluffy reindeer. All right. Yeah. There's a part of me that wants to make it our shtick, but... Why?